It is Thursday morning, and I am bringing Shush Squad's, well, kind of second, but first real topic for conversation. So, look out for the post today. The post is called, "What do I do when my child starts masturbating?" This is like a topic I don't think we would ever discuss. And I love that. Basically, here's my kind of starting points for why I am doing this topic. So, firstly, I went to a friend's house one time, and this was before I had kids and before I was married. And their 6-year-old nephew started to hump my leg, okay? And I was really freaked out. I didn't know if it was illegal. I wasn't sure what was happening or what to do. And what was funnier was they were Portuguese, so I couldn't even speak to them. It was very awkward. But anyway, that memory kind of embedded itself in my mind somewhere. And I boxed it away. Then recently I was on Instagram, and I saw this woman on an account ask women, that's her predominant audience, and she asked them what sexual things have ever brought them shame. And I had a quick flick through what some of these things were, and oh my gosh, there was thousands of comments from women about childhood sexual experiences with their friends or with objects or household objects. And I was dying inside, oh my gosh, this firstly reminded me of when I was a child, and some of the hilarious just too much. But then it hit me, oh my gosh, I have children now. What do I do? How do I teach them? And what do I think's right or wrong? Because I obviously believe that I don't know if making out with my friend when I was 7, pretending she was my boyfriend, if that is a bad thing as a Christian, because I obviously didn't understand any better. And then I read all these things about people doing things on their own at home. I never really did that at all. I don't have memories of that. I definitely have memories with my friends, kind of trying things out, playing doctors and nurses. And then suddenly I was oh my gosh, do I want Malone doing these things? Or is that okay? What does God say? What does the Bible say? What's healthy? Did that affect my sexual kind of journey growing up? Yeah. So some of these women were basically saying that they remember from the age of 4 and 5, dry humping things or finding out about their body. And firstly, I want to kind of break the shame on that, which is what this woman was doing in a secular kind of forum. Because we were children, people, it's actually quite funny. But I also think that there must be kind of a wise platform that we must draw wisdom from for now. So it's all well and good looking back and seeing all the but we must look forward. And I need to know, what do I teach Malone and Kaio about themselves sexually? What age? Not how to have sex or sex education, but their own bodies. When their bodies start feeling things, what do I say? When they want sleepovers with their friends, what do I say? Or do I just carry on and pretend this doesn't happen? Or that these thousands of women that were doing all these things in shame and in secret, just pretend we don't know that happens, and then not be prepared for when Malone is 7 or 8 and wanting to stay around her friends all the time. And then do I just presume it's because they're dry humping and loving it? So help me out, please break out. You can, it's obviously not anonymous to me, but I'll never break confidentiality in that. But please give me wisdom if you've experienced this, if you're experiencing this, or even if you're not married or you don't have kids or anything, this is relevant. Be prepared. Be women that educate ourselves so that when it's your turn, you are ready for that conversation. So ladies, let's start the conversation. Go.